Hi friends, my name's Rain, and the Warmode has finally been added to the BFA beta. So in this video, I'm just going to go over it with you guys. So if you see here, we have 4 rows of PvP talents. You can only use these if you have Warmode on. So you can turn a Warmode off and on only in cities. Well, I say cities. I mean Orgrimmar and Stormwind, they're the only places you can turn it off and on. So if you have it enabled, you can obviously use the talents. If you have it off, you can't, pretty simple stuff. So if we look at the first row, this is what we have in Legion already. Like we have these on the first row on the Legion PvP like talent sort of thing, like you know what I mean. Essentially this is just the type of CC removal you want. So Gladiator's Medallion, which is just a trinket, Relentless, and Adaptation. Here we have a new row of abilities, like a full set of abilities. We have this row on, well, all 3 of these rows, they're all the same, if you see. Some of them are old abilities, whereas some of them are new. So for example, Necrotic Strike, I'm pretty sure that was in Legion. I know it was in Mr. Pandaria. So I really enjoyed this ability in Mr. Pandaria. Like I loved Unholy DK back then. But then we have some newer abilities like Unholy Mutation, which is like essentially like once it's dispelled, you get a little slime spawn, and once it gets to the enemy, it will slow all the enemies in 8 yards. So I think they're very flavorful, these abilities. Me personally, I've gone for a sort of like aura build. So I got Heartstop Aura, Necrotic Aura, and Decomposing Aura. So if I go near anyone, they're gonna be pretty annoyed. It's pretty bad, this build, but it's pretty fun to use. I think it's pretty funny. So how Warmode works outside of Orgrimmar and Stormwind is that essentially if you have Warmode on, you'll be on a server with people who have Warmode on only. If you have Warmode off, well, you'll not be with people who have Warmode on. It's as simple as that. So obviously this will invoke a lot of wood PvP in the Warmode servers, since the people who are on them servers obviously have turned Warmode on, which means, I assume, well, they want to PvP. This is especially true if you do decide to go to the opposite faction zone, because essentially even in the opposite faction zones, there is actually wood quests there. So once you are max level, you can go to the opposite faction zones and actually get something out of it. So, that is pretty damn cool. Sorry about that, something just came up, so I needed to end the recording. However, what I was going to talk about is the rewards you actually get from Warmode. So you do actually get a lot of bonuses if you do have Warmode on, since if there wasn't really an incentive, not many people would turn it on, So the incentives are, you get 15% more XP, just in general across the board, which is obviously pretty damn amazing. Like I assume Blizzard's logic is that since you'll be doing PvP, PvP doesn't give you XP, so by giving you the 15% more XP, that will like sort of fix the issue of not having XP while you PvP, if that makes sense. It makes up for it. Added to this, if you are max level, since when you're max level you don't need XP, you get 10% more gold and you get 10% more resources. So things like mining and skinning, stuff like that. So that's pretty good if you want to make a bit of extra gold. Added to this, you do get conquest points by killing players in Warmode. You get 5 conquest points for killing just a normal player, but if you kill 10 of the opposing faction, you become something called an assassin. That gives you 15% more health and more damage. So if you become an assassin, you're going to have a pretty good time. You're going to be able to stomp on a lot of people. If you kill an assassin, however, you get 25 conquest points. So it's you have an incentive to kill the assassins. So it seems as if like Blizzard, they have a vision for this. They really want people to get out there and do some wood PvP. Okay, so right now I'm in Zordazar, just to show you all the players around. So we have, this person called Arunia, Bethio, and Opticus. These are the people who are here with my Warmode not on. As you can see, why my Warmode is not on. I'm now going to go back through the portal and then turn Warmode back on. So, I have now turned Warmode on. I'm going to go back through. And as you can see, they're not here now, due to the fact that I have turned Warmode on. So hey, you know, that's it guys, and I hope to see you in the next one.